Alright, what's good? I like practicing out here. It's a pretty vacant road. A couple of rich people out here, and that's basically it. So, in order to practice these nooners is what I'm trying to achieve on the MT-09. What nooners are, my definition of nooners is they're just wheelies that you're able to slow down, and you don't constantly gain speed through them. So, I'm just kind of warming the engine up right now. This is an XR400. This is one of my favorite bikes ever made, really. It's street legal. It's completely a dirt bike. It can go like 90 and it can carve really well. It's extremely nimble, easy to ride, very fun to ride as well. And oil stored in the frame right here. Insanely easy to work on. So like if you're just getting into bike life, it's great to have a bike that you can understand and learn easily versus something very complex like a Ducati V4 or a Ninja H2. Like, that's not an engine, if you don't know anything about mechanics, it's not an engine you could just dive into and be like, oh yeah, so this is supercharger gearing, this is a cam chain, these are lobes on a cam, like these are tappets, these are shims, you know, this is what's rattling, this is the sound of this. Like, it's a lot easier to start small, you know, single piston, single cylinder, very easy stuff versus multiplying it times 4 or whatever. Dang, I got a quick shifter on this? I don't know if the clutch is just that bad or what. So really, you know, it's just getting my body used to being completely tilted back and sitting in that position. I'm debating cracking this engine open soon too. They're getting ready to farm out here! Dude, just think if I just rip through this. Those are all like little hills of dirt for seeds or whatever. I don't know what it's for. But if I just tore through it, dude, that would piss off the farmer for show. I don't really like doing wheelies when there's cars coming. I do take a lot of precautions. Everyone thinks I'm some head case, which I am a head case. I'm actually probably clinically insane at times. I think a lot of weird stuff. And, but you know, I think everyone does. Everyone thinks weird stuff, am I right? Come on, everyone's weird as fuck at the end of the day. Dude, the downshift, the auto blip up, and the quick shifter on this bike is unreal. You see that? What? Everyone knows the simple gear slipping, right? You open the throttle, and as you're closing it, you should click up a gear. You don't need to use the clutch. And so you have the smoothest gear shifts. You actually just put a little pressure on the direction you want to shift as you're rolling the throttle down, and it'll go. See? I have pressure on the upshift, and it'll slide right in when it's supposed to. It's a good road. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And this dirt isn't. But this is also a great bike too, because like when you first learn how to wheelie, you kind of just do that, you know? You're like, oh shoot, I'm wheeling. So if you want to learn how to wheelie on this bike, you jump in first gear and you just blip it. You know, you just get used to that feeling. And then when you get good, you just hang on it. Nearly had that one at noon. Such a violent bike in second and first. I love doing wheelies here because I know I can't get pulled over, and I can totally give a show to the great people of the highway. These dope semi-truck drivers. See, he's looking over at me. I gotta run him down on the wheelie. texting and driving. God, I did all that for you, bro. And you gotta be staring at your phone. Son of a bitch, dude. That's dangerous. You're operating the largest piece of machinery, moving at the fastest rate of speed right now, and you're distracted. Entertain, Maxy. Entertain. I hate being lean. Like, you know, could you not tell when I torque the front wheel, it's because I'm trying to like lean that direction or the opposite direction. Those are fast wheelies. Those are not good practice. Let me just tell you right now. I'm also just like getting my forearms used to hanging on, really. Oh, damn it. I had dirt bikers I could have been pulling nooners for. God. See, I like the entertainment value of that land right there. Tons of entertainment for everybody. Alright. So what kind of... I think we should practice some very torquey wheelies. So we're gonna try for second gear, which is pretty torquey. Let's see where this goes. I don't know if I want to be farther up on the seat or farther back on the seat. I don't know what the comfort. I don't feel better sitting farther back, so I'm going to sit a little closer. Not gonna lie, doing wheelies is a lot of, if I installed like a little bump on the back of the seat, like a little speed bump almost to keep my butt from sliding off, it'd be so much more enjoyable. As it stands right now, it's very it's a lot of hanging the fuck on with my forearms. Like, that's the only thing that's keeping me on the bike. What would I do if a cop came? I'd probably... Would I go through that shit? Dude, I would totally get stuck. I don't have dirt bike wheels on here, so I totally get stuck. Not through there though. Well, maybe. Shit, I don't know. I want this car to go around me. Pull a little U-ey here. The turn radius on this is great too. I really want to farm. I was talking to Jane about like future business endeavors, because she's my partner, and so we work on business together, straight up. And I think we're gonna get into the real estate business, honestly. I mean, a lot of money made there. And I mean, we either buy a farm and start working on more content kind of thing, and obviously I keep doing stock trading and crypto trading and all that fun stuff, but the farm, I could have a warehouse, I could build bikes. If we do the real estate shit, I don't know, that's definitely content too. But I don't know. There's a lot of questions where we want to move, where we want to live, what we want to do. I think buying and selling houses would be easy money. I mean, I also think the housing market's on a massive bubble. The housing bubble's on a massive market. Should I try some stand-ups? Stand-ups are pretty fun. They're a little different than everything else. I personally don't think stand-ups look cool. I mean, outside looking in, if I'm like watching someone do a wheelie, I'm not very entertained by a stand-up wheelie. It looks awkward. Versus like sit-downs, like calm, cool, collected, you know, you're just like chilling, dude. You're just like, damn, that dude's chilling and looks cool. Versus like a stand-up, you're like, he's trying really hard to look cool, and like, it's not that cool, honestly. Unless you're a MotoGP rider and you just want to race and you're flossing a fat wheelie on all them haters. Does this bike, don't the wheelies just seem effortless? Let me see what gear I'm in. First, second. The third gear wheelies on this are, bar none, the easiest wheelies ever to conquer. Like, the clutch up. I mean, you full rev bomb and clutch drop if you want to clutch up. Like, you don't half-ass, like, it's gotta just be. I wish the tank was cleaner. I could see right through it. I think it's because I'm right-handed. I steer right. I don't know. I don't know what determines that. That's probably my best out route. Really. Don't get me wrong, I love power wheelies. I do, I really do. But I think it's essential to know balance point. It really is. If you're gonna wheelie, you gotta know how to use the rear brake. You don't necessarily have to, but go for another second gear. Sure. See how much faster that comes up? I was going pretty slow there. Whoa there. So everyone talks about, you know, learn how to wheelie on a Grom, and that's why I bought my Grom, is literally to learn how to 12 o'clock. And I figured it out. I learned how to wheelie proper on the Grom. And now, moving forward, it was very difficult to jump from a Grom to a, what's a good compare? The MT-09, really was my, like, hurdle. I couldn't just go from Grom to MT-09 and do nooners on it. I can't do nooners on the MT-09 still. I'm like, it makes me, I just don't have the skills. I don't know what it is. It's a confidence thing, probably. And I also don't want to yeet myself over the bars on a freaking fast bike like that, because that's a yeet bike. But anyway, This bike is the best progression from Grom to big bike wheelies. You learn like it's really all about the wheel diameter, like your rear wheel really is what it boils down to. And the rear wheel on a Grom is so small that it is more difficult to balance, because your balance area is, you know, probably a third of the size of a serious wheel rim like this or MT-09. But this just has the power and ability and everything. I don't know. So it's all progress. It all takes practice. What's also dope about this bike is you could like lock up the rear, and that's how you can learn how to skirt. You can learn how to skirt, back it in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely I can do the most on this bike, except for stoppies because they nubbed my front brake. See how gradually you can bring it back? It's so good to work on your throttle control. Damn! That just makes me want to cramp up. I need a better seat. I need to resculpt my seat. God damn it. I knew that wasn't a cop or anyone. I had to show him a fat nooner real quick. Alright, well I think that's good for today. I gotta do a lot of wrenching on the good old Aprilia 200 because I miss that bike a lot.